Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Patrick Lukusa. I'm one of the sales team leaders in the Odoo direct sales for the regions of Europe and Africa. Today, I want to present you with the brand new features that we have for our e-commerce application.
Yo, Patrick, there is more new features on e-commerce. I started my business during the COVID time, and I went to e-commerce, and it really saved my business. If there is many new things coming on, I will stick to it for sure.
Amazing. Sit tight, and I'm looking forward to show you what's coming next. So, our agenda today will be to simply show you the brand new features with a live demonstration. Uh, don't worry, you will have time to ask your questions at the end of these demonstrations. Let's go. So, as with every new release of Odoo, we create or provide new applications, but we also work on existing ones to make them even better. And I hope this is going to help our colleague, Marcelo. And let's get started. One of the things I wanted to show you is the possibility now to display what we call a price per unit. Unlike the sales price, the price per unit will allow you simply to help compare products that you sell into different packaging. For example, I have a box of protein that I sell in a package of 2 kilograms, and maybe in another pack of 5 kilograms, each having a different price. If I want to compare to see which one is the best value for my money, I would need to bring it back to what is the price of every kilogram. That way I can choose easily. But beyond simply the comparison, sometimes it can be a legal requirement. In Europe, for example, some customers in some industries are bound to show to their customers the price per unit. On top, you can decide to provide the price per unit on a per product basis, meaning that if for some products it is totally irrelevant, you can decide not to show it. Let's quickly see it in the demonstration account. So in my account, I have installed many applications, one of which is the e-commerce. If I go to the e-commerce, I can click on my list of products and I will see plenty of them here. Let's take the protein box, which is a box of 2 kilograms priced at 29, and for which I want to display what will be the price for every kilogram. So I will simply put here an amount and a unit of measure so that I can see the price per unit. Now, this is for me. I also want to display it to my customers. So when our customers go on our website, this is what they will see. They'll be able now to compare this product with another box of the same product and to choose among the two. How cool is this, Marcelo?
Wow, this is really amazing. Just take my money.
Amazing. Now, obviously, you want to show it only for when it is relevant. So if I want to hide it, I will go again on the back end. I can edit my existing products. And the trick is to simply put 0 here. And maybe I can remove this, save. And when I go back again to my website, it has disappeared. It's that simple. Okay. Now, next to the price per unit, sometimes you have a product shortage, but you still want to make your products visible on your website. So as a customer, if I go on your website and I see that the product is not available, I still want to be able to bookmark it so that when you have new stock, I will be notified and I can come back to finalize my purchase. So for that, we use what we call the wish list. Um, Upon setting up a wish list, you will also have an automatic email sent to your customers. There will be a really big button on which they can click to go back on your website. I will show you again how to do that. Back to our account. If I go on my list of products in the website, I will take, for example, the e-bike product here, for which I have no stock. And I need to configure it so that when when it is out of stock, I want to show the wish list. So I need to make sure I untick the continue selling button. So now it is ready. And I will do an example. I will navigate to my website as a normal visitor. Let's say Marcelo comes to my eShop. He goes here. He browses all of the catalog. And then he sees, oh, I want to purchase an e-bike. Since it is not into stock, I can see a warning telling me, hey, don't worry. You can still bookmark or wishlist this product, and then you'll be notified, which is what he does. Fast forward, let's say if I go back to my system, to my Odoo account, and I update my available stock. Let's say this time I will put 3 new incoming stock. What I want is to let Odoo send an email. By default, Odoo will send an automatic email once an hour. But since we are in a demonstration and we don't want to wait 1 hour, I will force send this email right now. So there is a scheduled action that will send an email once per hour. This is how it is configured by default, but I will run it manually for now. That way you can see how the email will look like. This is what I've just done. Okay. Now back as Marcelo, I have access to my emails, and there I can go and see if the email has been received. It's not there yet. Interestingly, it went to my spam. I can say this is my product received. It can't. I will simply need to take it out of the spam so that I can click on it like this.
I just would like to say that you look really pretty as Marcelo.
Thank you. Now that I have it here, I will be able to click on the button, go back on the website, add to cart my products, and finalize my purchase. Okay. So as you can see, it will help you not to miss customers, at least to give them a user experience that is smooth so that they can come back on the website, be notified whenever it is ready, and you don't need to worry about that. Okay. Well, that was for the wish list. Another new addition we have made to our system is to allow you to sell and provide gift cards. As you know, gift cards can be used as payment methods. I can purchase a gift card and then send it over to my friend, Marcelo, who will purchase it later on after his birthday or whatever. The gift cards can be nominative, obviously, meaning that if I define a person linked to the gift cards, only that person can return to my web shop and purchase. Just a side note, the gift cards are also available in another application, which is the point of sale application. That way you see the integration aspect of our different applications which can work together. And we have created a new product type to automate the backend functioning. Quickly, if I go back again to my account, I will browse all of the products, and I have one which is the gift card, which is a product type gift card and a given value. Quickly, I will show you 2 ways of purchasing this. One is in the backend. I can simply go to a quotation and say, hey, I want to purchase one for myself, just as an example. And I confirm this. By simply confirming this, you see there is a gift which is generated, gift card, and it looks like this with a unique code that people will use to redeem the points, an expiry date, meaning that it is valid up to this date, otherwise you won't be able to use it, and an amount that the customers has top up. When it will be used or redeemed, you will see against which order it has been used. And as I said, the orders can be your online orders, your backend orders, as well as your point of sale purchases. Now, the way people can do is also to go on your website. Let's say I'm a customer. I can go to the website, select a gift card, add it to the cart, process all the way to the checkout, and I can choose the many payment methods that I have. For example, this one. I have a test credit card number here that I want to use. This is using the Stripe integration. Here I simply need to make sure I put credit card. I'll say it is for John. And after successful payment, I will be prompted with the code for my gift card. And it will look like this. I have a code here. Obviously, it is also automatically sent to my email. That way, for example, I can forward it to a friend of mine, for which I have bought this gift card. Okay, now that I have a gift card, let's go and redeem it and see how it works. So if I'm back to the shop, I want to take these products, this one, and maybe I will go and increase the quantity. Oh, sorry, I went a little bit too fast. I will take, let's say, 6 of them. Okay. Proceed to the eShop. Again, here I can click, paste my gift card, and you'll see that part of the purchase has been redeemed, has been paid with 50 euros of my gift card, but there is a balance which obviously I can finalize by any other payment methods. If I have a second gift card, I can accumulate them and pay for the remaining. If my amount on the gift card is bigger than the amount of purchase, I will have a balance that I can use a little bit later. So it works pretty well. In this case, I will simply do a wire transfer. Maybe it's interesting for you to go back and see how the gift cards have been used. So I can use a shortcut and I will see a gift card here being used, for example, for the many gift cards that I have been using. This one is empty because it has been totally used. This one too, and so on. And some of them still have the balance because the linked sales order is not yet confirmed. So you have all of the use cases.
And Patrick, if you want to
Yes,
know, my birthday is coming up, so you can give me a gift card if you want.
I'll keep that in mind. I have an application that can remind me when it is your birthday date. Sorry. Well, let's keep going. Next to the gift cards, we have improved the way the variants will work. In other words, you may want to use simple tags for you to sort in the website, but you don't want to create separate variants in the system. On top of that, you can decide which variants you want to display on the eShop welcome page. I'll show you really quick how to do that. So if I go back in my websites, I can look at the attributes and I can see that here we have two variants, the brands, which creates actually different variants of the products. Same thing for the color, but for the extended warranty, we have set the option never create separate variants because this will be used simply as a label that I can use on the front end for filtering my products or for choosing extra options. On top of that, we have the e-commerce visibility. If I click hidden on the home page of the product, this option will not be displayed. Let's start with the visibility. If I go on the related product, I have one here. I go on the website. If I go on the home page, you see that I can see the brands and the color, but not the extended warranty, simply because it is hidden in the settings of the products. Again, if I go back to the attributes, I change this to make it visible. I return on my eShop simply to show you what it will look like. I can see the extended warranty which is being displayed. So we make it easy to fine-tune your product catalog to only put forward what is relevant and hide what you don't want to see. Okay. Now, since it was for the electric bicycle, I can go here, and this is the way the label is presented. But I want to show you that the two ones, first ones, the brand and the color, will actually create separate stock counts for every combination of variants. But the extended warranty is a label, a simple attribute. It doesn't create a separate copy for the stock counts. So if I go in the backend, you see that we have two variants and one attributes, but the combination of attributes or variant value only take into account the brands and the color, but not the extended warranty. Fast forward, we also have put a lot more other improvements in the system. When you're creating a website, one of the things you might want to do is to populate your product images. This can be a daunting task. Sometimes you don't always have the time, you don't always have the skills to take beautiful pictures. And now we allow you to populate the images automatically using Google Images. I will show you really quick too. I can take two products, for example, the e-bike here, as well as this one, and I can say, okay, for the two here, I want to populate the images using Google. The way it works is it will take the image based on the barcode, which is defined here. And now you can see the image has been populated for both products. You can also change the behavior when someone is purchasing things on your websites. As you could see a minute ago, whenever I would put something in the cart, like this, I would stay on the same page. If you want someone to be directed towards the summary of the cart, you can simply change that in your settings. It is now a configuration. I will go to the website, configuration, and then here I can simply say I don't want to stay on the same page whenever I add a product to the cart. And let's see that quickly. If I go back on the front end, I go to the shop and I add any products, I am redirected to the summary. Obviously, something that was long awaited is the possibility to filter based on the range all the prices. From the webshop welcome, you now have an option to display the filters. And it will look like this. It is a popular practice to put the price range. It's that easy. How cool is this, Marcelo?
My God, if I had this before, it would be very, very good.
Amazing, huh? Well, in the likes, we have added more widgets. For example, if you are a donation, you may want to invite people to donate a fixed amount or an amount of their willing. It's very simple to do now. For example, if I go on the home page, I can edit my website, and there is a new widget to put the donation. And here I can predefine the amounts. Let's say I click here. I don't want to put a value 100. Maybe it's too much. And I want to modify the minimum value, set it to 15. That's it. So if one of my website visitors come, they can say, hey, I want to donate 25 euros, or I want to put a totally custom amount, donate. A lot of information can be pre-populated. I can still change it here if I want. I can write a comment and say, thanks for organizing this, and pay with any payment methods that is available for me. It can be a wire transfer as well. So for you as the Odoo user, you can see all of the donations in the backend as your transactions. I can simply search for transactions. I believe it will be in debug mode. So I activate the debug mode, and if I search for transactions, I can access them here and see all of the donations. You see 85 euros that has been donated now. Since I will do a wire transfer, it is in the status pending, but if I paid online, it would have been confirmed because I received a successful payment. Coming to the end of our presentation, there are two interesting things I would like to discuss. One is the fact that we now have new business flows that are possible. For example, you may have a customer who purchases online, but wants to come and pick the goods in store and pay that in store at time of picking. So it's now possible to take an order online. Actually, we have plenty of orders. So what I will do is, let's say or I can finalize an order here, process checkouts. I will select pay and pick up in store. This is simply a payment methods that you can create by yourself and rename as you want. Submit, say pay now. And finally, with the integration to the point of sale, I can go back in the point of sale. When the customer shows up in the store, I will be able to select the customer and say, okay, link to quotes. What is the name of the customer? It was Patrick. And settle the order so that they can pay it now and take the goods away. They can pay with any payment methods that you have. So this is what we prepared for you today. We are coming to the end of this presentation. I hope you found it useful. And again, as I said, it's now time to take your best questions. I hope you're able to see the improvements. There are many more to see, which we cannot all present here. Thank you again.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching the talk. I'm here with Patrick. He can't wait to answer the questions that you all have. Thank you very much for placing the questions, and thank you very much, Patrick.
Most welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Shall we start with the questions then?
Absolutely. I can't wait.
I have Greg Smith asking, for product variants, can you upload variant images from a URL via CSV import? I think it's not much, but if you can talk about it.
It's not much. Frankly speaking, I don't know, but what you can always do is to import it via a script. Now, in the V15, you can also simply search for your images on the internet or on Google Images. All you need to do is to put in your, let's say, in your Excel file or CSV file, the barcodes of your pictures. Then once you get them imported, you can select all of them in this view, click just once to get all of the pictures collected on the internet in a nutshell.
Okay, that's good. Well, the talk was not about it, but I'm pretty sure people can also get more information on the documentation website on Odoo. And well, I have a question here, just how to avoid the mails going to spam. I saw people already answered on the chatter.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's a little bit more technical to go there.
It is technical, but it's a good question also. You want to make sure that your customers receive your emails. So it has a lot to do with also the configuration of the mail services that you are using, for example, Outlook or Gmail. There is a technical configuration to do. We have a documentation about it. What you can do is to go into your, let's say, email service, and you can update what we call the SPF that will increase the deliverability of your outgoing emails. So this is a configuration you can do already into your email services.
Okay, good. I have another question here from Haluka.
Yeah.
It's actually a good question, I guess. I also have that question myself. What happens when I add a product to Wishlist, and will it allow you to add to the cart and move ahead and pay it? How does it work?
Absolutely. So if you add a product to a wish list and that product is available, you can still add it to the cart. You can even use let's say the wish list to put the product in the wish list, add it to the cart and say, okay, I want to keep it there so that if I come back again on the website, I want to re-add it again to the cart. Now it's only possible if the product is available in stock and you didn't block it for only when you have enough stock. So you can configure the behavior to say, if I don't have enough stock, someone cannot add the product to the cart.
Okay, yeah, so it makes sense. So it's a
Absolutely.
background, back-end configuration, so people can
Absolutely right.
adjust that. Michael is asking if there is any online rental features in Odoo that maybe I think he's asking if there is any link between the website, e-commerce, and the rental.
Frankly speaking, I'm not sure, but I would tend to say not yet for the moment. But then what we can do is we'll have an extended Q&A after this. We can quickly check about it and give you an answer really quick.
Great. So I will let this question here so you can check it out later with them. And I have here a question from Haluka. I think it's a good question as well. What type of product you have to configure in the back end in order to generate the gift code card? And how do you do it?
Yeah, really good question. As you know, we are improving our applications. Now for the gift cards, you simply have a new product type. So in the backend, when you go on the product form, you can select a product type, which is of type gift. Actually, it will automate the behavior behind, which is when you purchase the gift cards, you have some credits which are topped up. When you confirm and you pay, you get an email sent to you with the code of the gift cards, and then you can redeem the points that you have purchased. You can use them on the website as well as in the POS. It's really smartly integrated.
Okay, great. And also there is another question from Michael Leroux. I think it also complements this. If you have a gift card amount which is inferior than the total amount of the sales order, can you use it again? Like, does the balance stays there and you can use it again as a second sales order?
Um, yes. So if I had, let's say, a gift of 50 euros, I have already used part of it, 30. I still have a balance of 20. I can use it for any other future order. Yeah,
Okay,
totally.
great. And you can use the barcode and see the balance as well in the credit.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's good. I have another question here from Daniel Blanco. How can you show different price lists by default for different countries?
That's something totally available since previous versions of Odoo. So in the backend, you'll simply need to configure many price lists. And on each price list, you can say for which country that price list is allowed and is visible. If you do that, when someone goes on your website, we will simply geolocalize the country of origin of this visitor to say which price list we will display to him by default.
And is there any special configuration to be done, or this is
Yes, a special one, which is simply to mention on the price list that this price list is available for one country or a group of countries.
okay? I have another question here. We don't have much time on this Q&A
Yes,
session, but as you said, there will be
an extended
an
Q&A.
extended
Yep.
Q&A for you and the guys who still have questions to go on.
Mhm.
Is there anything done in V15 for the shop visibility only for B2B customers?
Actually, since previous versions, you can hide the shop visibility by default and only make it available to an audience. So you can decide to show it only for B2B customers. It's a configuration. It's already available since the previous versions.
Okay, that's great. Guys, unfortunately, not much time left. Patrick will be available in the extended Q&A section
In 1 minute.
in 1 minute. He will just get there. And I appreciate you can all go there and he will solve all the questions you have.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.